And we are live.
Hi, hello everyone. I already welcomed everyone who joined us live, but to everyone who's catching the recording, thank you so much for making it a priority to listen to these team calls, because I know Kim and I get really excited about what we share, and we always try to make it worth your time because we know that it's really valuable. Tonight we are talking about a couple of things that are really near and dear to our hearts, a couple of things that we're really excited about and passionate about. First, we're going to really be talking about the importance of hitting Success Club. We're going to be sharing with you guys some ideas on how to do it. And then we're also going to be sharing with you, if you watched Kim's video in our team page yesterday, where she shared about the new coach training that we are going to be launching next week for our girls, and then the week after for new coaches. We even spent an hour on the phone talking about it, dreaming about it, just being really excited about it. And so before we go into that, I kind of just wanted to share with you guys that if you're feeling like this month is really hard, if you're feeling like last month was really hard, if you're starting to feel like people just don't really seem to, they're not really jumping up and down to join our groups at this point in the year, I just want you to know that you are not alone. Kim and I are feeling the same thing. We are also feeling like, man, where did everyone go? People were so excited for so long. And now what? Like, we're heading into the holidays. Is that the deal? Is it that everyone's starting to layer their clothes and so they don't really care what they look like underneath anymore? Are they just feeling burnt out? Like, is it they're spending money on back to school supplies and so they're not spending money on their health and fitness? And so we're trying to brainstorm what that is. But more importantly than trying to figure out why they aren't buying from us, it's we have to keep remembering why we're doing this in the first place. We have to keep remembering why it's so important for us to hit that Success Club goal. And if you are someone who is committed to building this business, if you are someone who wants to make an income helping other people with their health and fitness goals, then as we say all the time, Success Club has to be a non-negotiable goal for you, even when it's hard, even when it feels like people are saying no more times than you could ever imagine in your entire life, even when it starts to feel discouraging. What we need to do is go back and remember why we're doing this in the first place. We have to remember that none of us wanted to do this because we were salespeople. We didn't, that wasn't our main motivation for getting into this. And so if you start feeling like that, that's like, I just encourage you to take a step back and realize, okay, what you have to offer to people is incredible. Remember what it's done in your life. Remember who you were before you joined, even if that was just 3 weeks ago. Remember who you were before you joined your first challenge group, and write your post specifically to that person. Write your post as if you were sitting on a couch and you were scrolling through Facebook before you joined this group. What did you need to hear? What did you need someone to say to you? And then also, don't stop inviting people just because other people have said no. My coach had to reach out to me multiple times before I actually joined her group, so I understand the power of the follow-up. And so I think it's so important in this business to keep our mindset, to keep our motivation. And another way to do that, you guys, is also by staying true and diligent in your personal development. I know that for me, it changes everything. I know for me that in terms of my mindset, in terms of my motivation, in terms of even having new ideas of things to post about, new ways to think about things, personal development is what changes everything. And so just do it for 10 minutes a day, no matter what it is, in terms of if you're listening to videos, if you're listening to podcasts, watching videos, reading books, whatever it is, make sure that you're doing it. And then also, everyone who joined this team call is also doing something that's amazing. You guys are digging into this community. You're using your resources where you have a community of people who are rooting for you, who are right alongside of you. If you have questions, we can help you answer them. If you are stuck in conversations, share screenshots of that in our team page so that we can help you with responses. If you have a new idea and you want to bounce it off people, post it in our team page. Whatever it is, if you feel like you don't have enough people in your challenge group and so you're feeling like you're discouraged, maybe you don't even want to host it, don't do that. Post in our team page and we'll hook you up with other people who want to co-lead with you. Because when you joined this team, you joined a community of people who are alongside you, who are going to support you, who are going to encourage you, who are going to talk with you about your struggles, who are going to celebrate every victory with you. In the same way that we do that for all of our challengers, know that that's what the community of coaches you've joined also. And so if you're feeling discouraged, I just want to say, take heart. Know that you are not alone. And we're going to share with you guys a couple ways of that at the end of this month, even though like we have 2 weeks left of ideas. Kim's going to share some with you. Something that I have been doing that hopefully is going to pay off. We'll see, because tonight's going to be the deadline for enrollment for my next group. Is that when Shift Shop launched, Kim had this idea, or maybe it came from a National Wake Up Call or something. She started it where she started doing prep parties on Facebook. And so I have taken this and I'm doing it also, where the month before my challenge group starts, I host a prep party on Facebook where for a week, I'm sharing different parts of our program or of our groups. I'm helping people who have committed. I'm helping them get ready, like talking to them about Beachbody On Demand. I'm talking to them about where they can find their workout schedule. I'm talking to them about Shakeology. I'm talking to them about all of these different things. Like, hey, like even asking them like, where are you going to work out? What's your workout space? Start making your schedule. When are you going to work out? Really getting people ramped up. And it's also been great because I started putting people in that group who are interested in learning more about my group. So the energy is really exciting in there. I found that when I was doing the prep in the app, it was really hard to get that engagement, because also, even though in the app, we do have the ability now to film a video and post it, in Facebook, you're still able to do that live video. So you're able to really interact with people in real time. And so I'm co-leading the prep party this month with 2 other coaches. And so we've each popped in and shared our stories. We're sharing encouragement. People are feeling like they're getting to know us. And then I also, for the first time this month, there is a blog on the Beachbody blog, where it's like 4 myths about Shakeology debunked. It's been around for a while, but what I did was, because my next group is Halloween themed, instead of doing the 4 myths, I'm doing like the 4 Shakeology ghost stories. And so each day it's like a myth debunked or a ghost story debunked about Shakeology. And so I have these people in this group who are really excited because they're really committed to the group because they've already purchased. I have people in there who have done my groups before who are telling everyone how great this is and how much fun it is. I'm speaking to people, I'm sharing with them what they're going to get from these groups. I'm helping people get ready. And so by the end of this week, when it's time to transfer into the app, I want everyone to feel like they don't want to be left out. Like they don't want to be the only one left in the ghost town when when the party moves on. And so that's something that I'm doing also, that's because it's also, if you're kind of nervous about inviting to your groups, that's something that you can do, because it's a lot easier to invite to an info group, right, than to be like, hey, do you guys want to buy something from me? But to say, hey, I'm hosting, I don't know if you've seen any of my posts on Facebook, but I host online boot camps. And right now I'm hosting an online info session where it's like a prep party where I'm giving away prizes. I'm sharing information about the group. I'm going to be sharing meal plans and shopping lists in there. I am going to be sharing more about what we have to offer. Do you want to join that group to see if you might want to join the official group to see if this could be a good fit for you? And a lot of people are very interested to see more of what you're doing. And that's a really easy way for them to do it without feeling pressured. It's kind of takes the pressure off of you to like try to explain everything in one message to them. If you're feeling like I share too much information, but I don't want to leave anything out. Prep party. It's great. Now you have like 7 days of their attention. Offer prizes. And when you offer prizes, one of the things that I did was, hey, if you introduce yourself, you're going to enter yourself into a drawing to win a sample of Energize. So you can do stuff where they're winning samples or of Shakeology, Energize, anything from the performance line, something where they're like, you're helping them already. So even if they decide that they're not going to join your group, then you're going to send them a sample of something from Beachbody. And then that's already like, they're going to feel like, one, now they're trying something that they could really like and want to continue. But 2, they're already feeling like you're giving them so much value. You're investing so much in them, right? Like now you're going to send them a handwritten card and a prize, even if they don't join you. So that when they do want to join you, when they are ready for a program, when they are ready to consider something new, like they're going to think of you because you've already provided so much value to them. So if you're someone, again, if you're thinking like, wow, like it's really hard, we still have 2 weeks left. So if you're feeling like, man, I need something because I don't have any Success Club points yet, you can plan to start a group very early in October and then start and do the prep party. And you still have time to do that because if you were to, well, I guess we have like less than 2 weeks, but if you were to start the prep party next Monday and then start your group the Monday after that, and so everyone had to buy before the 30th, like it's Sunday the 30th, you could easily get a couple more people into your group. Just team up with someone else and host a smaller challenge group if your first one didn't fill up. So those are just some tips in terms of your mindset. Just one of the things that I'm doing that I'm hoping is going to pay off, but that's also really fun to do. I'm really enjoying the prep party. And I'm going to pass it off to Kim to share a little bit more about our new coach training, and then to also share some ideas in terms of how you can hit Success Club this month if you're struggling.
Yay. Thanks, Britt. Yes, prep party is key. I run them. So I run them in an event page on my fitness page, and then I put them into the prep party. But I think going forward, I'm going to just do the prep party and skip the event page, because event pages really get no traction from Facebook. So I'm just going to run it through a group, but I'm going to run it through a group through my fitness page, because and we're going to go over a lot of this later in the months to come. But when you run an ad, you can then link this group in your ad, because, well, I guess you could do it even if you did it from your personal page, but then people are going and they see it like right on your fitness page. It's like a main feature of your fitness page. So these are just little things that I've been learning in these universities that I've been joining, because like Britt said, it's been a really challenging month. I'm sitting at 0. I see in my brain, I see 22. I don't know, I'm speaking it into fruition, but at this point I'm great with 5.
Me too.
Here's the thing. So because it's been hard, it's been actually really great, because I feel like it's causing me to kind of step back and analyze what it is that I'm doing, what it is that I'm going for, what it is that I want. And I'm seeing some areas that it's been like I'm ready to change, if that makes sense. So starting tomorrow, I'm going to be taking all these trainings that I paid for, which was like almost $500 worth of training. And I'm going to basically break it down slowly for you all in a training every Friday at noon. And we will do tangible things that are going to push your business forward. This is the cool part. I think it's going to take away from having to post on your personal page. I'm going to move the business into my fitness page. I'm going to be moving from being kind of like those most, I would say half my friends on my personal page are probably people I've met through fitness, but I'm going to move more into a place where people are choosing to follow me. People are choosing to be a part of my fitness page, versus they're kind of stuck with me because they're friends with my husband, or they're friends with me for a long time, or they don't want to just like unfollow me or unfriend me, even though I probably would never even know. So we're going to start with these trainings starting tomorrow at noon. I'm going to post about it in our team page tomorrow. A couple things that Britt and I, so we brainstormed this afternoon, and we are like ready to push hard for Elite. And so we have a couple of ideas on how to make that happen. And one is which we're going to move to 2 sneak peeks a month. And I ran a sneak peek with Andy and Shayna, and I don't remember her name, Julie.
I think you said it was Joe. Julie?
Yeah. Julie? I think she's on Shayna's team. Anyway, it's a group that stays open, and then through the month you can just keep adding people, and twice a month we go live in a Zoom chat. So basically we would take the Zoom chat right here and we would turn it into a live call on that group page. And then all that changes is whoever the cover photo changes per every 2 weeks as to who's going to be speaking on the call. And so it's an awesome place to constantly be putting people who are trying to grow, because at the end of the day, we all know there are so many women who can benefit from being coaches. And I know that we're trying to stay on time, but I just want to share. Tonight I was thinking a lot about this, and I was thinking about who I was before. I think a lot of you know, life is like really crazy for us right now. James is 2 months out from no more job, and it's not like we're sitting here twiddling our thumbs. We've got lots going on, but we just moved here and we didn't really think that this was going to be life right out of the gate. And so I was thinking about, and I've just kind of had a lot of just different changes in friendships and different weird things happen. And I think about who I used to be before coaching. And I feel like the fret that I was, the person that would fret over everything and so anxious and so nervous and so had such terrible FOMO and was so afraid of constantly missing things and constantly failing and constantly striving for more. I don't actually know her anymore. She's like no longer part of who I am. And that's a complete result of this business. And I feel like I've become more bold in who I am, in my faith, in my marriage, in my friendships. I feel like I've learned healthy people and unhealthy people, but I never ever would have known any of that if I wouldn't have pursued this. I would have always wondered who I think I kind of just would have skated through life. And if you've ever listened to a sneak peek, I was sitting in a chair at my old church, like ready to retire. Like, yeah, I'll just retire here, and God shook that up big time. Not in a very pretty way, but that's okay, because that's what happens. And I'm so grateful. And I never would have said I'm grateful for how ugly that whole thing was unless I was here now. And it's not even that I'm elite, or shoot, I lost my star diamond today. I mean, I've been in this business for 2.5 years, and it's been an ebb and flow of constant, like, this, that, and the other. But at the end of the day, if I stick to my mission and I stick to what I'm going for, I know that I'm helping people, and I'm helping women out of a dark place, and a place that they don't thrive in a lot of different areas. And so I'm pressing into that. There's nothing else I'd rather press into. I'm never going to find that completion in anything else. I know that this is where I'm supposed to be, and that's what I'm going to push into. And so I just encourage you to remember always who you were prior. And if there are areas that you need to keep fixing, then keep fixing. Find those books that you need to hear, or jump on YouTube and find those calls. That's what I do all day long. Is I'm just constantly like, I haven't even gotten to tell you guys about something that happened on Tuesday that I'm still like, it literally rocked my world. Like James and I are gonna start peeing on these sticks. It's just wild. It's wild, guys. I can't even.
Oh my gosh, you think you're pregnant?
No. No more babies over here. Something totally different. But sorry, baby time, bedtime. Anyways, that's the cool thing, is it's just growth and more growth and fun, and it's such a rad community. If you look at us right now, we are all so different and in so many different parts of life, but we all have one part of us that's the same, and I don't know. I just don't think it gets any better than that. So, hang on. Come here. You can come sit with me for a minute. Come here. Oh, come here. Then you can go with Daddy to have your back. Anyway, so let me tell you a little bit about this new training. So I kept thinking about how people started. Like, I'm looking at Deborah, and I'm looking at Afton, and I feel like I want to apologize about how when you originally started as a coach. I think that as much as people jump in and they have immediate success, at the end of the day, it takes time to learn this business, and it takes time to figure out what works and what doesn't. And I feel like I was in the shower, and I had this, it was like, we need hands-on training. We need to know, like, they need to practice everything from running a challenge group to running a prep party to what it looks like to check in, like really check in an accountability group. And so I truly believe that this is going to be the answer. And what we'd like to do is kick off this training on Monday for anybody who's ready to just relearn the business in a deeper understanding, in hands-on power hours, basically in a way that I really do believe will set up everybody. You only get to say mama. That's it. Only if you say mama. So my goal is when we start new coaches, right? In 21 days, they will hit Emerald. In 21 days, they will hit Success Club. And in 90 days, they are a Diamond. And I truly believe that there is no reason why any of us can't do that. I have been to Putukana, and I have seen the people that make it in this business. And it's just because they have, I don't know, more time on their hands, more passion. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but I will tell you they're no different. No different. If not, they're actually maybe just shock value, okay? Shock value. I remember being in Putukana and being like, how are all of these people, like, it just drove me bonkers. So And because this business is for anybody, there's no mold, there's no one size fits all. And that's what the cool part is. It is for anybody who's willing to try. And so that's what I think this training is going to do. I think it's going to show people like, wow, this is what a challenge group is. And even if they have been in a challenge group before, but it's going to give them that hands-on understanding. They're going to get supported the heck out of. And then from there, they're going to move into this pod of success team, and they're just going to thrive together. And that, I think, is going to make the difference. I truly believe it. And what's the worst that can happen? It doesn't. You know what I mean? So starting on Monday, we're going to launch a group for whoever wants it within our team page. Then the following Monday, because we have a sneak peek on Thursday, the following Monday, we're going to launch it for new coaches that we're all going to sign on Thursday, because we're just going to sign a whole bunch of them. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're coming from our sneak peek. Hi, guys. Gosh, they're just coming in like waves now. Anyway, so Carter. Hey, bud. Carter, not right now, okay? Mommy's on a call. No, he's in the bath. Go see Daddy. It's over there. Bye. Then that following Monday, we're going to launch it for our brand new coaches. And what we'll have done is tweak some of the things that we think need to get tweaked, right? Like, because we'll all go through it next week, then we can tweak it for the next group, and away we go. So that's kind of it. That's kind of our plan. I hope that it works. I believe that it will. I think this is probably, and I don't know if any, maybe Ellie, she's been in the business pretty longest on the call, but learning how to train a coach isn't really something that just comes naturally, because here's the thing, and this is what dawned on me. I am very different than each of you. So for me, I think I just assume like, well, yeah, you just like sign up and you just start working out and you tell your story. Well, only to realize that maybe for some people, telling your story actually isn't natural at all, or encouraging people isn't natural at all, or, creating image isn't natural at all. And so rather than just assume and then be like, man, well, you didn't cut it, sorry, better luck next time. No, let's figure out what works for you. And that's how we're going to do it. So that's kind of all I got.
You were going to share about offering discounts for.
Oh, what I was going to say is for me, I'm like hitting Success Club 10 is kind of a non-negotiable, because I've hit it for.
I know, I'm like over 2 years. We both are. Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't missed it. Right. So here we are, like 11 days left of the month or whatever it is. I don't even know. And I just can't miss it. Like, so what am I going to do? I'm offering $25 off. So I'm just basically giving out my commission, which is no big deal. I'm offering a free tank top, or a box of the 10-pack of Energize, or for some people, like if they're not open to the Shakeology part, but they just want or no, that wouldn't really work.
No, that'd be expensive.
No, that wouldn't really work. But if they want, like, I have Max 30. I don't know why, but I have Max 30 sitting in my garage. I have a 3-day refresh sitting in my garage. So, like, give those away. I don't know if you've noticed, but I boosted a couple posts based on some things that I learned in some of these universities, and not by a lot of money. I think I've maybe spent $10, but it's put me in conversation with like 15 new people that I have no idea who they are. So I know that they're legit. They're to my specific audience. And so these are just little things that I'm doing because it's a non-negotiable. And to be truthful, last month, my mom and dad were the reason they were the originals, and then I ended up hitting Success Club 24. But by I think the 20th day of the month, I had 0 points on the board, and I got panicky. And so I was like, okay, Mom, time to sign up as a coach. Okay, Dad, it's time to sign up as a coach. So, and not gonna lie, they've already done it. So, and quit. And 6 months later now, my mom's a coach again. So, I'm not saying that that's perfect, and that's not something I ever really hope happens again. But the truth is, I'm ready to push now so that I can make the adjustments so that next month things are different. And that's why I know my business is ready to move to a fitness page. I'm ready to lean into the specific target audience that I am designed for. Instead of trying to reach everyone, I need to reach the specific one. And that's what we're going to talk about all at noon tomorrow. So I won't go into that tonight, but So those are just a couple of my ideas. You know, I really, it's not that we're not in a business of, I've never ever felt like a seller. And so, you know, I have a couple cousins with Crohn's disease and have really bad digestive, and I know that they would benefit from this. And I've never, ever asked them to just drink it. But this is kind of the month that it might have to happen. And I'm not coming from a sales place. I'm coming from like a true, like, hey, this saved my gut, so maybe it can save yours, you know? So, yeah.
I love that. Yeah. And my last, so that I could hit Success Club 20 last month, I asked my mom to buy it. So I asked her, like, so she, you know, I sent her the link and she ordered Shakeology. And so know that, like, if you are like truly committed to this business, sometimes you're going to have to do some stuff that you might not have thought, like, and that's not, I'm not saying like sacrifice your integrity, but like asking your mom to help you. Like my mom was happy to help me reach a goal. Like it would, like it, I was nervous to ask her because especially when I first started doing Beachbody, she wasn't supportive of it. But when I reached out and said, Mom, like, I need your help. Will you help me? Like, she like loved that I needed her help, that she could help me reach a big goal of mine. And so she did it. And so I'm also going to, I've never done that before, but I will, because also I have 0 points on the board right now. I'm also going to personally message people who are interested, and I will also offer them like a, you know, and in order to do, like when Kim's talking about a $25 off, they just buy it and then you just send them like through Cash Square or Venmo or something, you would just send them money. Like, so that's how that works. And so I'm definitely going to be doing everything I need to do to hit Success Club. And I normally hit it in my account and in my fiance's account. And so just know that you're not alone. And so, and as soon as I do that, then I'm going to switch gears and focus on recruiting coaches and adding coaches to our team so that we can finish this year as an elite team, because that's something that I just need more people. So, oh, perfect. It's like exactly 7 o'clock. And so I know that it's always our goal to finish on time. But before we hop off, do any of you guys have any questions?
Hi, I have a question.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Will you, I'm sure you will, but the training, is it going to be in an app or on Facebook?
It's going to be in the challenge group tracker.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want it to, and everyone will get added as coaches, not as challengers, because I want them to be able to, like, I want to be able to say, hey, I want you to go and draft a post for tomorrow. Or, you know, I want them to be able to get that hands-on. You know, I might not do that in the first week, but in the second week, yes, like we'll add people as coaches so that they can get that hands-on experience.
Okay.
And another thing that Kim brought up earlier too, when we were talking about it, that was a great point, is that because when you as a coach, well, I guess it could get a little tricky, but when you schedule posts as a coach, it in the app, it automatically saves them into like a template. And so like next month when we start, or like even like the following week when we start the new group, we're going to be able to pull those posts. So we're not going to have to type them up every time or like open up a Word document and copy and paste. We're just going to be able to pull them directly. So it's something that's also going to hopefully like be yeah, like it's going to help us in our lives, but also help our new coaches just get started right. And I think that our excitement and our energy behind it is going to really set the tone. I think that it would be amazing to have a lot of coaches, a lot of us go through it, just so that when you're inviting your coaches into it, you know exactly what kind of to expect because you did it. And so, and then even for us, like to, you know, Kim and I were joking, like, let's hit emeralds by the end of the month, you know, like, let's like, oh, you know, so like, let's do it. Like, so every 3 weeks, we should be adding at least 2 new coaches. You know, and so like to just continue growing our teams too. And so this isn't something where we're leading from the front. We're absolutely leading right alongside you guys as we're trying to figure out how to continue growing our business and to continue pouring life into our businesses and empower each of you to do the same into your own businesses. So we're really excited about it.
Yes, we are. I think it's going to be great. I think that we're just going to be, and the thing is we're always got something to learn. Like, you never know, the very first post could come up and we could post something about back online office and you're like, wow, I had no idea. You know what I mean? Like, I think that that's the cool part, is I think we're just all going to keep pressing into learning as well. So Any other questions? Okay, I'm going to stop recording, but don't log off yet.